Hello and welcome. It's Susan and this is Treasure Chest Tuesday, the great day of celebrating you and celebrating all that is real for you in this life and moving forward into even more of you coming forward. So today I want to focus on embracing the unknown. I am finding that you could say, well, we're getting more used to that everything is unknown, so it's becoming easier to navigate that. But in fact, more of the unknown is coming forward because we're at this huge transition time. And yes, it relates to the equinox right now and all that's going on in the world. There is this sense of where's it all going to go? What's happening? And that could either be with the US election, it could be as it relates to the big wars going on. There's an unknown factor of where all of those big pieces are going to go in our life, and who are we going to be if this happens or that happens that we don't want to happen, etc. So this unknown factor really comes down to, I've been noticing for myself and for others, the fear of the unknown. So it's not that we're like, oh my goodness, it's all so unknown. It's like, I'm terrified of the unknown is really what we're saying. So I want to help you to know how to not just navigate the big picture, and say it's going to be okay, it's all going to work out, just trust spirit. That is one dimension. And when you're feeling in fear and terror, it's great when you have either your guidance or people around you saying, you got this. But we have these moments all the time, whether it's a fear of the unknown, whether you're going to be able to make your rent, whether financial difficulty is ever going to change, the fear that your health patterns may never go away, these real personal fears that your relationship is going to be giving you what you need, whether it's an intimate partner or a first date or a family member. There's a real fear of what's going to happen. Am I going to be taken care of? I don't know. So it's that kind of fear of the unknown we want to learn how to be with in the moment. So I'm going to give you some tips for that, because we all work with it, don't we? Okay? And it keeps our nervous system and our hearts in a sense of abeyance. They can't work if they're constricted. Either the nervous system or the heart can't work. And if there's a fear of the unknown, we either go to fight or flight or freeze, or we just develop this habit that says, I don't know what's going to happen. And you could call that spiritual bypass, right? I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm just surrendered to God. Well, that doesn't help your nervous system, in fact, okay? Your nervous system needs the assurance that all is well, that you know what's going on for you, that you have a deep knowing that you're going to have what you need, even if you don't see it right now. So we have lots of intentions, lots of phrases that we use. I'm going to give you something else, so in the moment that you catch yourself going, oh my God, I'm terrified, afraid, anxious, concerned, etc. This is something I learned in trauma therapy, when you're in deep shock and trauma. And I've been there, okay? And this was taught to me, and I've used it for myself and with others. Okay, so imagine you have a situation where you're just like deer in the headlight, right? You don't see any way out of it, do you? You're just sort of like, what? Now what? What? No, I don't see any way out. I'm just, say you wake up in the night and you're terrified, right? Or you wake up and you're like, I don't know how to change this. Or you get a bill that you didn't expect. You're like, that's way beyond anything I know how to handle right now. So you're in that lockdown of unknown, right? Now, I have talked before numerous times about the creative void of the unknown and the beauty of embracing the unknown as a creative void, and then we say, let there be light. So the other way we can also, that is the bigger picture, the other way that we can embrace the unknown is to bring in the known in the middle of the unknown, because it always is there. Just like we say, the sun will come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, we know the sun's going to come out. It might be behind the clouds, it might be behind the rain. Those moments of known that we can hold on to, we can grab, we can let come into our body. One known is pretty much always Susan's going to show up on her video with flowers, right? That's a known you can count on. There's lots of things in this world that you can count on as knowns. So this is what you're going to do for your nervous system and your heart and your whole body. It goes into the abdomen, everywhere. That feeling of what I can do in this moment that is known. It can start general. The sun will come out tomorrow and your body will relax. The feeling of, oh, I will be able to sleep tonight. Even if you're rushing around and things are stressful, I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. Yes, that's a known. Or, I do know where my next meal is coming from. Little simple things you can do. And the trauma response is, if you're sitting in freeze, in fight or flight, laying down, sitting, standing, wherever you are, you look around the room you're in and you look at, say, a picture on the wall. Maybe there's a plant, maybe it's a naturescape, maybe you're outside, even you're in your car. You just take a second and take a breath and look at the picture on the wall, for instance. That's known. That's here, and you look around about 10 times till you start to relax and go, okay, this is known, this is known, this is known, this is known. In my physical world, these dimensions are known. And it will help your nervous system to know that you know. And yes, you can include that feeling sensation that your guides know how to help you. They are going to fulfill your life with you. But you have to come out of the fear of the unknown and the constriction that has kept you from being able to move into the known and going, I know it's all going to work out, and really hold that. You start by connecting to what is known. That flower is, whatever color you want to call it, apricot. I know that. That flower is alive. I know that. My dress has got dots on it. I know that. Feel it all the way down to your toes. You can do that right now because I'm talking to you. See how that works? Just a few things. And you keep doing it until you calm down and you go, I do know. I do know. And then you can get into deeper statements from that place of knowing. I know I am love. I know hope. I know peace. I know abundance. You don't have to go into the story of how you know abundance. You just start to feel those energies coming into your body, and then you go, these are real. This is something that I can count on. So try that out. Have a wonderful time with it, especially as we're moving towards the equinox, and there's a tremendous season of transformation happening. Most people do not like moving out of summer. A lot of people, though, do love going into fall. But if you're one that doesn't like so much going into that whole change of seasons, and there's a fear of the unknown, try this on. I know this, I know that, I know all these factors. And let the transformative process that an equinox brings help you to move more gracefully into change. Because with change comes a lot of unknown. We know what we want to go to, but we're like, yikes, the unknown to get there is scary. So it's like, I know this, and it's taking me towards what I do want to create. Beautiful, everybody. I move into the grand unknown and to the little unknowns of the choices of your life all together with you. And as we do so, we increase the amount of what we know is true and real, which is our spiritual path of knowing that peace is here, abundance is here, love is here. All those phrases, as we increase that knowing in our bodies down to our toes, it outweighs the unknown fears. That's how you counterbalance it. You come into this I know, this I know, this I know. And it will shift things in our whole world. So thank you for that contribution, that little thing you can do to make your contribution to help mankind move into what we know is true, spiritually speaking, cosmically speaking, true for us in human form on earth. Okay, great. Much love and blessings in this known that we live in. All is indeed fabulous and well.